You only live once, Texas.
Hey y'all, welcome to Yellow, Texas, your favorite stopping point on your trek across the Lone Star State. I'm your host, AC, and I hope you're ready for an entertaining episode because today we're taking the show to new limits. This is San Marcos, or as some like to call it, San Marvelous. First up, the Meadows Center. If you're curious what critters lurk underneath the water, the Meadows Center Glass Bottom Boat Tour may be the experience for you. This unique trip gives an underwater perspective of the beautiful Spring Lake. The boat maneuvers through bubbling springs, historical landmarks, and more, and we're about to experience it all. Today, I'm meeting with Anna Huff, the communications manager here at the Meadows Center.
We're a water research and education center. We were founded in 2002, and our mission is to inspire research and leadership that ensures clean water for the environment and all of humanity.
So when someone comes here, what can we do? I mean, it's so beautiful out here.
Yeah, so Spring Lake is really unique. It's the headwaters of the San Marcos River. It's actually the second largest cluster of natural springs in Texas. So these springs bubble up straight from the Edwards Aquifer, so it's a constant 72 degrees year-round. And there's a lot of ways that the public can interact and explore Spring Lake with us. We have glass bottom boat tours, guided wetlands tours, a discovery hall that has hands-on activities and an endangered species exhibit. And we just launched a snorkel program.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's a turtle.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. So now that we've seen a turtle, what other animals can we see?
We have spotted gars, Guadalupe bass, and we also have 8 threatened and endangered species that live here at Spring Lake. And at night, you can even see some American eels.
I got certified for scuba diving here.
Yes.
So you also have a really cool program for scuba divers.
We do. So certified scuba divers can take this dive authorization course here at Spring Lake, and after they complete it, they become part of our Aqua Corps, which is our volunteer dive team, and they can come out here at any time, enjoy dives in this beautiful water, but also help us maintain the habitat.
Now, you can't get on a boat without a captain. That's when I met Sam, captain and longtime member of the Meadows Center.
We can see an abundance of springs, and there'll be fish and turtles and stuff out. I'll take us by the shore, too, where we can see some birds and other wildlife.
With the Meadows Center open 7 days a week, visitors can experience over 200 springs continuously bubbling to form Spring Lake. And with captains on hand, guests can also learn about the history of the excursions.
So these tours were started in the 1940s by father and son A.B. and Paul Rogers, who used to own this property here in San Marcos. And, you know, people traveling more than ever back then, they turned it into a roadside attraction. And people have basically been coming here ever since.
I could be a turtle. They just come out to sunbathe. With the glass bottom boat tour coming to a close, our time at the Meadows Center isn't over just yet.
So this is our floating wetlands boardwalk. It can basically rise and lower with the water level, but out here in the springtime, you could expect to see fish coming up to lay their eggs, water birds out here hunting for the fish. There's just no telling what all you'll see.
And no trip to the Meadows Center is complete without stopping into Discovery Hall to see with your own eyes the Texas blind salamander.
This is like you're going underground into the aquifer, the habitat of the blind salamander. And he's right here.
So that's what they look like.
That's right, yeah. They are totally adapted for living in the darkness of the aquifer. They don't have eyes. They sense their whole world around them using vibration and smell. So these are actually the top predators in the aquifer. Here around San Marcos, these guys are sort of the ones that keep the population, we think perhaps, of blind water bugs that live in the aquifer in check. They're like the top predator.
Very cool. I think he's super excited.
Yeah, he must hear us
looking
talking.
At it.
Yeah.
Looking at it. Well, I mean, he has no eyes, so he can't look at us.
Right,
but,
he's not looking. Yeah.
He senses that we're here. Very cool. Now that we've explored underwater, let's go even deeper and see what underground San Marcos looks like.